In the world of professional e-commerce, the tools you use, they aren't just tools, they're your entire business. And right now, the very foundation of how we gather price intelligence is going through a massive shakeup. And what if the very thing that made you successful yesterday is suddenly the one thing holding you back today?
I mean, really think about that. If you're in drop shipping or online arbitrage, you know that you live and die by your data. But what happens when the gatekeeper of that data suddenly changes the rules? What happens when your most trusted tool, well, it becomes your biggest bottleneck?
Okay, let's get into it. We're going to break this whole situation down into 5 parts. First, we'll cover the high-stakes world we're all playing in. Then we'll look at the big new problem everyone's facing. We'll introduce a powerful new contender, walk through its tactical advantages, and finally, lay out the new rules for staying ahead of the curve.
All right, first things first, let's really set the scene here, because to understand just how big of a deal this change is, you have to appreciate the kind of battlefield we're all fighting on every single day.
Look, for professionals like you, price monitoring isn't some side hobby, right? It is the business. We're talking about a game where a few cents difference or a delay of just a couple of minutes in spotting a price drop can completely wipe out your entire profit margin. This is a fast-paced game, and your intelligence tools have to keep up.
So with that in mind, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the one tool that, for what feels like forever, has been the undisputed king of Amazon data.
You know who I'm talking about. We've all used it. Keepa became the industry standard for a really good reason. I mean, with a monster database tracking billions of products, it was the absolute go-to for anyone serious about Amazon. It was reliable, it was powerful, but here's the thing. That is all fundamentally changed.
And wow, this slide right here just lays it all out. Keepa slashed its free tracking limit from a really useful 5,000 products all the way down to just 200. Come on, 200? For any serious seller, that's just not going to cut it. To get back to a level where you can actually operate, you're now forced into a paid subscription. They basically put up a new toll on the main highway to making a profit.
And you don't have to take my word for it. This quote from a user on Reddit just hits the nail on the head. The very tool that was supposed to save you money now costs more than you could ever save by using it. It's a classic story, right? And it's left a huge, frustrating hole in the market for a lot of sellers.
But hey, you know how it goes. When there's a problem this big, innovation isn't far behind. And this whole shakeup has paved the way for something new, something built for how we need to sell today. So let's meet the new contender.
And here it is. This is KeepPrice. And the first thing you need to see, the most important thing, is right there in that caption, unlimited tracking. It's built from the ground up on one simple idea. You should never, ever be penalized for growing your business. This is your command center without any of those artificial limits.
So what's KeepPrice all about? Well, it's really built on 4 main ideas, and each one directly fixes the problems with the old way of doing things. You've got unlimited product tracking, so you can actually scale, native integration for multiple stores, not just one, total data privacy, which is a big one, and advanced analysis that actually helps you find opportunities.
Okay, so let's pop the hood and see what this toolkit can actually do. How does this translate into a real tactical advantage that helps you make more money?
Okay, so first up, you've got to have the basics down, right? And KeepPrice nails it. You get these super clean, really precise price history graphs right there in your dashboard. No more clicking around a dozen pages. You can see the trends from the last day, week, or month, make a quick, informed decision, and move on. It's all about speed.
Okay, now this is where things get really interesting. This is a game changer. See, while everyone else is just obsessed with Amazon, the e-commerce world is so much bigger. KeepPrice has native, built-in support for Mercado Libre and Shopee. We're talking about 2 of the fastest-growing marketplaces on the planet, especially in Latin America. If you're operating in those regions, this isn't just a nice feature, it's a massive, massive advantage.
And this right here, this is what I mean when I say it's more than just data. It's actual intelligence. This opportunity thermometer doesn't just show you a number. It's running an algorithm in the background, analyzing the price history, and telling you straight up, hey, this is a real opportunity. Or, nah, this is just an okay price. Or, whoa, this thing is way overpriced right now. Think about the hours of manual work that saves you.
Oh man, and this, if you've ever had your price tracker just suddenly break, you're gonna love this. You know how stores like Shopee are always changing their website layout? Well, that usually breaks most trackers. But check this out. The Recovery Selector is this amazing little feature that lets you just repoint the tool at the new price on the page if something changes. Boom, your tracking is back online. It's like having built-in insurance for your data. Okay, so we've seen the individual tools, but let's zoom out a bit. Let's talk about how all of this adds up to a completely different strategic approach for running your e-commerce business. All right, this is a big one, and honestly, not enough people talk about it. It's all about who controls your data. When you use a typical cloud-based tool, you're basically handing over your entire playbook, all your product research, your leads, your secret sauce, to some other company's server. But KeepPrice is different. It's built local first. That means all your valuable data and your strategy, it never leaves your computer. Your competitive edge stays yours, period.
Zero. What does that mean? It means with unlimited tracking, the extra cost to monitor one more item or 1,000 more items is zero. This completely flips the script on your ROI. For high-volume sellers, this means you can scale your search for opportunities as wide as you want without your costs going up at all. That is huge.
So when you put it all together, the new rules of the game are pretty clear. Number one, scale is for everyone now. You are no longer getting financially punished for growing your business. Number two, the focus is regional, supporting the marketplaces where the real growth is actually happening. And number three, it's all about actionable intelligence, using tools that turn raw data into active profit triggers.
So, at the end of the day, it really all boils down to this one simple question. In a business where speed and data are literally everything, can you really afford to have your main source of intelligence artificially limited or stuck behind a paywall? The game has changed. The only question is, will your tools change with it?